Hey everybody, welcome to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot. This is Alex. I'm here to bring you Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, general love, and money reading all at once for the week. I'm doing it this way now so that I can bring all 12 signs their general energy or their energy updates for the week instead of only doing, I believe I was doing 4 and then doing separate reads for each of those categories, because I missed all my signs. So this is the way we're doing it. I'm gonna start off with your general. Please don't hesitate to hit that like button. It really does help these channels out with our algorithms for YouTube. YouTube only suggests videos to so many people unless they know that the people who have viewed it up until that point actually like the information they're receiving. So either now or at some point in the video, if you feel so moved, please don't hesitate to hit like. Let's see. So I'm going to start off with 3 Soul's Journey Wisdom cards. And then we'll do some tarot for the general section, okay? Welcome cross watchers as well. And always keep in mind that this is a general energy reading, or this is for the general population of Pisces and their cross watchers. So it cannot and will not resonate with everyone. So take what applies, let it fly. Especially since I'm doing more than one category, you may find that one part of this reading is yours and the other one, no dice, okay? Okay, let's go. I'm very excited to do these readings this week. I don't know. Humor and, oh, isn't that funny? Humor, oh, okay. Humor, discipline, and death, okay? Now, I say, oh, but that's not necessarily a bad energy. It's just that it's a heavy one. It's about transformation. Times be good. But we also have this human card. So let's go through this and see where we are before we do any tarot. So, humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. It oftentimes carries with it for me the Fool card. Even though the Fool card in tarot isn't about necessarily being funny, although it is somewhat of a gesture energy, it is about remaining lighthearted and free of baggage and burdens in order to move a little bit quicker on your journey with more intention. Okay, let's see. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Discipline. And then death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So here's the thing. I think that a lot of the Pisces that this reading is for, you all have energetically this separated discipline and humor, or the lighter side of life. Spirit is saying you can actually follow your dreams, be focused, and still enjoy life. You don't have to compartmentalize these things into 2 different areas, because what happens is you're doing so with the assumption that the time is a given. I'm only enjoying myself right now, disregarding my goals because I'll get to those later. Or I'm only working on my project right now, disregarding the lighter side of life and nurturing myself and engaging them in the connections around me. But I'll get to those later. The thing about life is it's fleeting. It's not promised. You get what I'm saying? Every breath is a gift. So this week you're being asked to let go of this mentality like everything has to be compartmentalized, and look at the ways in which you can introduce the serious side and the softer side of Pisces, all within the same, I guess, realm or function. Like, you can be at work and disciplined and still have a lighthearted nature when things don't go your way. And what happens is, in each area, maintaining that yin and yang energy, that balance, helps you to excel beyond where you currently are. You may think that being disciplined means no time for jokes, no time for games. I'm all about the money, all about the business. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Right? But what Spirit is saying, if you learn to be a little bit more free of thought and accepting of what happens, and able to alchemize that energy and still not get sucked up in the disappointment of when things don't go your way, bring some of that energy into your place of discipline. You'll realize that creatively it opens doors for you never thought would be open. It expands. It actually expands that energy towards which you're trying to be more disciplined about. You actually have an improved result That's what I'm trying to get to. Your results are better when your spirit is lighter, okay? And even in having fun, the results are better when you maintain a level of responsibility and discipline that exceeds the moment that you're having fun, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. No more of this thinking, fun over here, finances over here. They all need to go together. That's the energy for you right now. Did I take forever in a day to get to that? Or did it just feel like it? I feel like I couldn't anyway. So let's pull some energies. Oh Lord, let's pull some tarot cards to see what else you need to know for the week. Spirit, what are the remaining messages for general energy for Pisces, Sun, Rising, Venus, North Node for the upcoming week? Spirit, what other messages do we have? And it was crazy. Release and think about. So yeah, what you need to know is this week is there's a lot trying to come into you for the week. There's a lot that's trying to be gifted to you for the week. And I feel like you have a lot of support from your angel guides, your ancestors, from God right now, right? But the thing is, God is saying heavily, I'm hearing in this message, if you don't look up, you won't even see this cup. If your head is so far down or so far up your ass, Pisces, with I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, you won't see what's coming in for you. Just as well as if you get too lost in being nonchalant and free-flowing, blah, 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 that you will miss out on something in the realm of business or opportunities, something like that. But I really get, for most of you, is that you're so driven that you're really not allowing the fun in your life because you feel like that's something that's like icing on the cake. And it's limiting the offers that you have coming in if you don't learn how to balance these two things out. Because you'll oftentimes find the more formal opportunities for advancement, even in the places or spaces where you're just going to kick back and have fun. You need to be able to wear both hats this week. It's very important. If you have an event coming up and you don't know if you should go because you got work to do, Spirit is saying, whether you realize it or not, there is something about going to that event that benefits you in whatever it is that you're being so disciplined about right now. And I think that's the main focus. Honestly, I think it's that simple. It's not so much about you doing an overhaul, because again, this is short-term energies and becoming a different person. But Spirit is saying this week, that tunnel vision you have is going to result in you missing out on something. What you need to do, the Tower card. So you really have to, you're being asked to act out of character this week. It's like you have death up here. Both of these are Scorpio energies. You have the death card and you have the Tower card. And this week you're being encouraged to operate differently when it comes to your discipline versus your humor. You're being asked to totally stop your usual way of doing things and do an overhaul. I don't know that it's asking you to completely embrace that as a permanent change. I'm really strongly feeling that you're being asked to step outside of your comfort zone, which I'm surprised that didn't come out for you. Okay. What you have to release is Ace of Wands energy. And it's so funny. This is about passionate new beginnings. This is about intuitive messages. This is also about sexual attraction. But what I'm getting out of this card is that if you feel that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're right about something, Pisces, you have to stop. You have to let go. I don't know why I'm getting this out of this card. You have to let go this week of the need to be right about something. And I would feel like, yeah, typically it would be Ace of Swords, but the energy I'm getting right now is I'm getting it out of this Ace of Wands, because that's how passionate you are when you feel like you see, like in black and white terms, how something should be and shouldn't be. And all of this, I feel like, is to save you from missing out on something. Okay, so let go of the need. Like, even if you think you're right, you need to be willing to compromise. I might pull some clarifiers on this, because that's not the traditional reading for that card, but that's what I'm getting. And what you're being asked to think about is Three of Swords. And I actually think that this is you looking at how you've broken your own heart by being so rigid. This is really about rigidity for you this week, Pisces. You've got to stop being your own worst enemy when it comes to lack of flexibility. It's created a few losses in your past, a few I woulda, shoulda, couldas, a few I knew I should have invested in Bitcoin back in 05 when it was like less than 50 cents, I don't know, whatever. And I had the opportunity to, but when the guy came to me, I was so focused on something else, I refused to even pay attention to what he was talking about. Something like that. It's like you get so focused, and it's passion led. So whatever you're disciplined about is definitely led by your intuition and your passions. You're a Pisces. Of course it is. It's coming from a heart space, and maybe that's why this is Ace of Wands and not the Ace of Swords. But because you're so intuitively led and in tune, you feel like that means there's no flexibility in it and how you approach things. You don't always have to be this tyrant. I'm sorry, Pisces. Some of you, and it might not be outward towards other people, but with yourself, you don't have to be such a tyrant. You're missing out. You are, I'm telling you, especially this week, be a different Pisces when it comes to that. So I think I got this now for the Ace of Wands. We're good on that. Let's move forward to the love section. Okay. We're doing the Dorian's Virtue. Love Angel. What are these things called? I always draw a blank. Anyway. Spirit, what are the love messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node for the week? What are the love messages for Pisces for the week? Spirit, what are the love messages for Pisces for the week? Let's see. Very soon. Love yourself first, of course. It is safe for you to love. This is definitely for singles. Okay. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Ugh. Oh, of course my battery's about to die. Okay, let's pause right here and go ahead and change this battery out. One moment. Alrighty, I'm back with a fresh battery. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is about the power of manifestation and thought. I often recommend that you start behaving in ways towards others that you want people to behave to you. And it doesn't have to be about eros love or, you know, the type of love that involves sexual or physical attraction. I'm not saying go out and start sleeping with people and being physical with people. Or I'm not saying just start, you know, cooking, cleaning, and taking care of random partners, okay? What I'm saying is, love on yourself like you want other people to love you. Buy yourself flowers. Pamper yourself. Dress nice and decent. Sorry, guys. I have to keep my ringer on because my kids are out of town. Well, my kids are with my dad, and I need to hear my phone ring. So If we get interrupted, I apologize, but it is intentional that my ringer is on. What was I saying? Pamper yourself. Do nice things for yourself. Dress nice in a way that you would want somebody to dress nice to come see you. Even if you're just going to the grocery store, it doesn't mean you have to have on a suit and tie or a cocktail dress. It's just treat yourself in a way that you want people to see you. I don't know how else to word that. I'm trying to be very specific. Be kind to people for no reason with no expectation of receiving something in return, because that's the kind of love you want. You may want it on a romantic level, but you can do this on any level. Helping the homeless. And don't do it because you're trying to attract love in. What I'm saying is feel that love, that type of love you want. When you can and picture it, allow it to manifest in how you love others and enjoy that. Just enjoy that. It's tricky because it's like I'm telling you this in the midst of a love read, because love could be coming in very soon and you want to bring in a certain type of love, but you're not really necessarily doing it for that intention only. It's a practice in what love is supposed to be, regardless of your programming, regardless of your previous relationships, regardless of how your mama and your daddy did, or your daddy and your daddy, your mama and your mama, because we all got different situations. But regardless of any of that, it's like I feel how love should feel and I want to share it because I just need to see it in actuality. All of that is such energy to keep, good energy to keep around you anyway, but it's also wonderful energy for attracting the right type of love into your life. Love yourself first. We already went through that. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Again, and you're not just doing it. I feel like it's important to not be doing this because did it work yet? I just did my nails. Did it work yet? Is he here? No, don't do that. It's an important practice anyway, okay? And it is safe for you to love. So Spirit is saying that there's somebody coming into your... Okay, I put it like this. The energy is there. You are attractive right now, Pisces. You're always attractive, but you know that there's certain times that for some reason, it don't matter what you look like. You can have a booger coming out your nose. You have a stain on your shirt. It feels like, wow, why are these people in my face right now? I look trash. I don't feel the best. That's like the universe. That's God. For some reason, the astrological placements and the energies are so such that in addition to your, handsome or beautiful self, there's also energies around us that may be supporting that right now. This is your time, especially in this upcoming week, Pisces. So what Spirit is saying is take the steps to ensure that whatever comes into you, there's going to be good, there's going to be bad, but we want the good to be there so that you have that to choose from. We don't want to only be attracting people to our wound space. We want to be attracting them to our healed, whole, healthy, like childlike heart space, right? So when you do that, it's safe for you to love, okay? But be intentional about that. Any type of love energy, even if it's phileos, brother to brother to brother, brother and sister and sister, that type of love, unconditional love, agape love, phileo, like all of that. Make sure that you are in the practice of loving properly, regardless of what kind of love it is. So that being said, let's do Kipper, which Kipper is very specific. So let's see if we can get any kind of details from Kipper. What are the love messages for Pisces? Again, I do feel this is more for singles. So I apologize, couples. It's not giving me much for y'all right now. What are the messages for Pisces singles for the week? Okay. Whoa. Imprisonment. That's immediately about being trapped in your head. And maybe why you need to do some work on self-love and nurturing and pampering, because that might not even be in relation to love. Oh, there we go. Main male. Bad health. Yep. Hold on. I'm about to explain this. I'm being guided to pull more. So, some of you have this, I don't even get, yeah. Okay. Some of you have this energy from the past. I don't even feel like it's recent. Somebody got you good, Pisces. I don't even know how to put it, but we all have been gotten good. So I'm not saying this to make fun or make light of it. But that person that got you good, that one person, hopefully for most of us, it's only one person. Whoever your person was, their energy is still lingering, and it might have been years ago. And this past energy, something about that dynamic was so twisted and jacked up that they really threw you for a loop. And they have you in this space where occasionally, if not frequently, especially within, how do I put this? It's not all the time. I feel like this is a window of time, though, for a lot of Pisces, that you are being hit with the lessons of that incident again. So you could have been good for weeks, months, years, and all of a sudden in this week, it seems like there's some residue of that energy, that negative, nasty, bitter. I'm hearing condescending. I don't know if this person was condescending towards you. Conniving energy of this person is popping up to haunt you. And maybe because love is so close. And we are in a Saturn return. And Saturn, as a Capricorn, let me talk to you about my daddy, okay? Because Saturn whips our asses on the regular, okay? Let me talk to you about my daddy. Fair, just, but Saturn don't skip nothing. If there is even a little bit of residue of a lesson that needs to be learned, a little bit of cleanup that wasn't done, here comes Saturn. Bam. Let me remind you that you're not healed yet. So, in this loving yourself energy and knowing that it's safe for you to love, maybe let's not give energy to this person, because right now it's showing that your thoughts have you imprisoned when it comes to this person already. Okay? But redirect. Think quick enough just to think of some of the things that this person didn't show towards you. Was it patience? Was it empathy? Was it understanding? Was it consideration? Was it meeting needs without you having to ask? Guess what? Think long enough to know what those things were, then cut them out of the equation. You just have your list of things they didn't do, but try to remove them from it as soon as you think of it, and go out and show that type of love to people. Go out and show that type of love to yourself. Be a light. I'm sorry, I'm skipping over cards. This came out bad health, but this is specifically about the stat. That relationship was trash, okay? And not because you're trash, not because it wasn't meant to happen. It was very much meant. Nothing happens that doesn't either help us or teach us something along the way. So it was karmic in the sense you had to learn that lesson, right? But it was a big one. It was a doozy. It was toxic. So we don't want to give energy to this person. Again, I want to emphasize that. But what you do want to do is think about the things that you didn't get from that person. Then throw them out of the equation. Those things that you want to see and receive, do them for yourself or do them for somebody else this week, because that love is around you. Love all over me. Who sang that song? I don't know. But you want to attract in the right kind of love. Let's move on. Money. I've been doing Moonology, so I want to stay consistent unless I'm guided to do otherwise. So let's do Moonology cards and then a short spread for your career and finances. And we're going to have you on your way, Pisces. And again, remember, if there's any blockages that come up, opportunities that come up. This is short-term energy. So the quicker you work on these things, this is not for something to do at the end of the month. This is like coming up in the next few days. The energies are supporting this. So work on it sooner than later. I don't know how I felt the need to emphasize that. Some of y'all might be procrastinators. Anyway, Spirit, what are the money messages for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Cool. Okay. Hold your vision. Nothing is set in stone. And prosperity lies ahead. These two, like, okay, you just said hold my vision, then you said nothing is set in stone. Well, at least that's what I thought. But let me tell you what this is saying immediately off the bat. Whatever you're working on, you might have an idea in your head about when it was going to work out. when it was going to pay off, how the money was going to come in, whose hands it was going to come from, what the big payoff was going to be. Spirit is saying, look, just stick to the ultimate vision of what it is that you want the outcome to be. Focus on that. Keep working, but understand that I may tweak things along the way. I'm speaking as though I'm spirit. I might tweak some things along the way. Like, I might have a little power with your ancestors, and God may say to me, ain't God, and we may all say, hey, the outcome is still the same, but the method to get there, there's a lot of energies involved. And sometimes people don't act right, and they don't listen, and they don't follow the vision that they've been given. So Pisces, that this is for, you have maintained your vision. You have stayed in connection with God. You have prayed your prayers. You're listening and going where you're directed as you're directed to go there. You don't always have all the answers, and you've been on this journey for a minute now. But there are opportunities. We've done it ourselves where sometimes we get the vision clear as day, but we psych ourselves out because it doesn't seem easy. It doesn't seem realistic. Nobody's ever done this before. Or the 50 people that did it before me, they all failed at it. So people may fall off on this path to get you there. Spirit will redirect you as necessary as people fall off or don't listen or they drag their feet too much, because at the end of the day, they're not going to let that affect your vision and you following instructions, because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Your payoff is coming. So don't look at it to just look a certain way. The path to get there may have to change. Like, Spirit may have to erase, shift, use somebody else in the process, because we're all here. It's like an interconnected network of energy. So if one piece moves around, best believe somebody whose journey might need you will be matched with you instead of this person. So y'all are both feeding each other. It's not like, don't get into the point where you're so like arrogant. None of us should ever feel this way. That we're so arrogant that we think that God only uses people to meet our needs. But the point is that energetically we might match each other and push each other, propel each other to go forth and complete missions. And so maybe there was somebody in mind and in line and who received these messages whose free will just would not let them pay attention and stay focused. But you have. So don't focus on the hiccups and bumps and detours along the way. The destination is still the same, and prosperity lies ahead. New moon and Taurus. New moon is double energy for that sign. And Taurus is the most, to me, it's Earth, is most fixed of the fixed signs. Who the burn, okay? that is not always bad, because that means you on that slow grind to a goal, and ain't nothing gonna knock you off your path. And it may take a minute. It may have taken a minute up until this point, but guess what? The end game don't change. It's still there. The money's still there. The vision's still there. The goal's still there. Once a Taurus has its eyes on something, he's not going to be easily distracted by, a little squirrel running over this way. He has his eyes on you. He's charging towards you or the goal or the vision. You need to maintain that same strong Taurian energy and know that if everybody don't fall in line, don't worry about it. God has got you. What they won't do, another one will. Trust and believe. Let's get some tarot. Why am I getting upset? I feel like Pisces, somebody like failed you or something. Or they're not acting right, or they're dragging their feet, or they're being unclear. Like, okay, God got this, and He's got you. He or she. We ain't gonna get into that here. We're not. But God's got you. Your dream. Listen, God. I'm getting this energy strong. Stay the course. Stay the course. So let's do the tarot now. Anytime you mix tarot or oracle, sometimes it could be the same storyline. Sometimes it could be a little bit different note. We'll see as we pull it out. What I would never do is pretend or try to make it fit so I don't sound crazy. If I don't know, I don't know. If I'm not getting a message, I'm not. And I'll try the best of my ability to break it down and clarify until I get it. I may get it with the first spread. I may not. Let's see. Okay, This is pretty clear. And actually, it's very much related to the Oracle deck. So in the past, you were given a vision. Ace of Cups, right? The universe totally on your side to execute that vision. This is what you're working on now. What you put in, you're going to be granted. Now, does that mean it's going to happen immediately? No. A lot of times I feel justice energy is a little bit quicker, and that's why it's specified as justice energy, but it's not always immediate or on our timeline. It could just mean a difference between what you thought would be a day might be a week, you know, that kind of thing. But you were given a vision. The vision is ultimately a gift, and it's going to lead to abundance and overflow for you. So all you have to do is stay the course, and you'll be granted your just due. But it also, in the near future, requires you to go in and find some strength or find some resolve or find out why it is you tend to like jump ship. I feel like the Pisces that this is for, you tend to jump ship too soon. And it may not feel like soon calendar-wise. It's sooner than what God said. He was like, you're not ready yet, but keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then at some point you just get frustrated and be like, F it, I'm done. This clearly is not working. And I'm fooling myself and blah, 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 blah. And God was like, nah, you ain't fooling yourself because you decided to quit. So of course it's done. It's not going to work. Wish granted. You've quit too soon in the past to see the results that you want to see. So you're being asked in the near future that may be tested for you this week, that you don't feel that justice energy, even though it's around you. And you have to go within to find that resolve and that push and that desire to keep going, even when people fall off, even when people break promises, even when something's been all but promised to you and then it just does not come through. And this is your obstacle as well. It's like feeling like you've lost. But behind you, there's 2 cups. So maybe it didn't look like what you wanted to look like because you wanted all 5. So now I only got 2. So now let's focus on these 3 that fell over. And God's like, but dude, if you pick these 2 up and keep going, there's actually 10 more further down the path. Actually, there's a whole castle around here. What do you need these cups for? There's a full kitchen in there with a staff and a chef. What are you tripping about these cups for? Why do I want to why am I so, I'm feeling very energetic about y'all's money read. I need y'all to listen, okay? Something about this is like, if you switch course, Pisces, I will find a way to energetically come through and snatch you. I'm just kidding. Anyway, stay the course because you will find the balance that you need, the strength that you need. But I'm also getting from this crown and the strength card of this infinity symbol and these adornments on that you also get some actual 3D acknowledgement and confirmations that you're on the right path. But you have got to stick with it past a certain point. I feel like you get you get other opportunities. So I don't think you're just quitting with nothing there. I think that oftentimes we're tested with opportunities, not just by failures. Like, I've been doing this for 6 months and not paying off, and they just called and offered me 6 figures. But is this your calling? And Ace of Cups is a calling, boo-boo. That's not just an opportunity, that's a calling. So something else comes in. I feel like you've been jumping ship for other opportunities, which isn't the worst of the worst because you're ultimately able to sustain yourself and improve financially. But if you stick with your calling, way more prosperity lies ahead, way more for you financially, but also that spiritual boost. Whoo, nothing like it. Then when you made it and you exceeded your expectations, but not only that, it was doing something that you love to do. It's not necessarily work. But the problem is, the frustration is that you feel like, it's like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this really wasn't what I was called to do. But the promise of it being easy was not the promise that was ever made. God just said it's going to work. God just said that prosperity lies ahead. God said, hold your vision. God did not say by June 25th, 2022, 4 p.m. sharp, if you do everything right, your dream will fully manifest in front of you. God didn't say that. So hold a course on your vision, Pisces, for your life, because God is saying, no matter what all the signs say in this 3D world, he already said it is done. Okay. So if you're still here, like, comment, and subscribe, and share if you think it'll help somebody. I really thoroughly enjoyed this read, Pisces. Until next time, bye.